Hi, John. You're right.
Hi.
Obviously, this is the second time that you've come here. How beneficial is that to learn from the experience that you had last November?
It depends. Obviously, it's beneficial for both sides. I don't think either has changed our style too much. The game was obviously tight here before, but Club Brugge deserve to win. So we know we have to be at our best to get a result. We need to play a lot better than the last time we played here. And they've been very, very strong at home in the competition. So we know we need to be at our best to put in a good performance and get a result. We analysed that game this morning, so we know the parts of that game where we were poor, where we done things well. So we're well set for tomorrow and look forward to it.
Of course, the last time that you came here, you didn't have the likes of Marco Asensio and Marcus Rashford in your Champions League squad. Just how impressed have you been with the start that they've made at Aston Villa?
Yeah, massively impressed. Obviously, they come with a huge reputation, but they fitted in nicely. Both really good guys, hungry to succeed, work hard, and that's all you want as a teammate. So there's no big egos. Well, we've not seen that yet. If there is, they've both fitted in really well. Mark obviously got a couple of goals at the weekend, and hoping one falls to Marcus's feet tomorrow to get him off the mark. But obviously, two brilliant players, and delighted that they're here.
Marks?
Hello, John. We routinely sit here and hear Unai say things like, we're not contenders. We've heard him say it probably for the last 2 years, to be perfectly honest with you. But the club's now obviously within touching distance of qualifying again for the Champions League if you have a great finish to the season. You're in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup and you're in the last 16 of the Champions League. When do you think you might start being considered as contenders, or do you think you are and there's a bit of mind games going on here?
I think he cleared that up a little bit. He didn't mean it. I think he means when he says that, not favourites. So he kind of cleared that up to us at the weekend before the FA Cup game. He meant not favourites. Of course, we're in the competitions. We are contenders to win every competition we're in. Others were more fancied than... in certain competitions were more fancied than in others, but he cleared that up at the weekend. He meant not favourites, but of course being in the competition we are contenders, and going towards the end of the season, it's brilliant that we've got so much to look forward to. We've got an opportunity to make some history, but a long way to go in each competition. And I think the exciting thing for us is we know we've not hit top form yet. We've still got a lot more to give. There's been a big inconsistency about us this season, so hopefully towards the end of the season it will start to click more consistently, and we can do something special.
Why do you think Unai thought it was necessary to clear it up for you? Do you think a few of you might have been taking it to heart that you weren't contenders? Or
No, I think he just wanted to clear it up just in case anyone thought it was he was sending the wrong message, that he wasn't ambitious or anything like that. So he's cleared that up now. He might amend his statement after he cleared that up, but it means pretty much the same thing anyway. So we don't listen to too much to what the manager has to say in press conferences, because we know we might say things that we regret. So like I said, we're probably not favourites, but we are contenders.
I mean, just lastly from me, do you see yourselves more as dark horses? Is that probably a fairer description?
Maybe, I don't know. That's for you to judge. We've got a very difficult tie over 2 legs here, and our full focus is on that. Got a little bit of sporting revenge, obviously, tomorrow night, and hopefully we can do that.
Bricey, what cliche would you like to come out with?
Hi, John. How are you doing? Good. Your away record has been poor this season. How frustrating is that, and why do you think that is? Are you sometimes too ambitious away from home? Do you need to tighten up a bit? What's your thoughts on it?
Well, we're aware of it. It's not something we're ignoring. We obviously know going away, it's very difficult no matter where you go, whether that's locally in the Premier League or obviously in Europe. We've obviously had some good results this season, Leipzig, amongst a couple others. However, we've been far too inconsistent far too easy to play against, far too easy to score against. So we're aware of those things, but luckily we've got the opportunity now to change it. We can't change the results of the season already. So we've got the chance to be tougher to beat. We need to win more duels, need to be harder and stronger in the tackle, and that's certainly something we need to do. We need to start with a clean sheet and try and nick a goal for a counter-attack, and something that we were very strong doing last season, both domestically and in Europe. We were very good in the break, very tough to break down, and we know what's needed to get back to that.
Just secondly, the arrival of likes of Marco and Marcus has pushed you back a bit. How do you feel about dropping back, and which do you prefer? Do you prefer, like, international football, you play a bit higher up? What do you prefer?
I have no preference. The manager knows this. I think he appreciates it, but probably similar to Yuri. Both of us have been used higher up in different positions, both happy to help the team. Obviously, there's a lot more injuries in the central area than what we would have liked. And it's a position I know pretty well. I've played it the majority of my career, and thankfully it shows I'm versatile. But most importantly, I would play anywhere on the pitch. I don't really care. Happy to help the team. Feel as if I'm an unselfish player, the same as many in the team. So I don't genuinely have a preference, just as long as it's in the middle of the park and not on the sideline.
Go Matt first, then Tom to you. So Matt in the front.
What's different with that haircut?
Hello, John. What you mentioned inconsistency quite a lot. What do you think the inconsistency has been there?
Don't know. Obviously, you can use all the excuses, the injuries, the amount of games in a short space of time. But last season we adopted a no excuse mentality. The manager didn't allow us to do so. So it's on us as players, really, not hitting the same levels of last season. Obviously, competing in the elite competition in Europe certainly has maybe taken its toll on performances domestically. I don't know, but we'll be doing everything to put it right. We know we've got it in us to put a run together. We've proven it over the last few seasons that we can get a run, bit of momentum. We're excited to get some players back in the squad, back in training, and there's a little bit more of a spark and a buzz with the competition for places that's coming up. The squad's going to get healthier towards the end of the season, and from there we've got no excuses.
John, when he spoke on Thursday even, the manager suggested maybe that when you've been winning a lot of games, maybe there was a slight dip in mentality. He used the word invincible. Sometimes when you're winning, you can feel yourselves invincible, but football's difficult. Is that something you've detected? And if so, how do you reverse it?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just games could swing either way. For example, at Palace, we actually started the game pretty well. The goal actually was offside. We should do better before it. And then after it, we don't react well enough. I don't think mentally, though, the things in games have been affecting us too much. I don't think we're short of confidence. I just don't think we've clicked into top form yet. There's been a lot of disruption to the starting 11. Some new faces. The manager will probably touch on it and has touched on it before. He changed a lot more in January than what he normally does. So things like that take time. I know we don't have time, but hopefully towards the end of the season we start to gel a lot sooner than what we have been.
Well done. Thank you ever so much.
Thank you. Love a mumble, don't I?
Cheers,